They say that sitting is the new cigarettes and is the biggest issue affecting our society today. It's causing many complications in our health as well as our posture. If you sit for prolonged periods of time for work or for school, then I'm going to encourage you to watch this video, get a foam roller, and start doing these stretches every single day. Now, you may also be like me in that you got tall very quickly in life and you have been struggling with your posture your whole entire life because you kept trying to make yourself smaller. For people like me, these stretches are critically important because you want to maintain as much flexibility in your spine as possible. I will tell you that I have met a lot of people as they age who are stuck in this forward bent position, and it makes it very difficult on their neck, on their shoulders. They have a lot of pain, and it's difficult to change anything once we get older. The problem is if we stay in this posture for a long period of time, your bones will actually change shape. And once they change shape, it's very, very difficult to undo that. And of course, I work as a manual physical therapist, which means I am over on top of patients all day long. That's why these stretches and exercises are so important for me to do every day to maintain my flexibility and my spine health. Let's start by talking about what normal posture looks like and what our goal is by doing these stretches. When you're sitting, you want to make sure that your head is on top of your shoulders and your shoulders are on top of your hips. Your feet are on the floor and equal weight bearing through both sides. And you don't want to be sitting with your legs crossed one over the other or crisscross applesauce or anything like that. You want to make sure that you put your spine in the best position to help decrease pain and problems in the long term. Now, I will say that these stretches that I'm going to show you are not a quick fix. It's not that you're going to do them once and immediately feel better and be able to throw the foam roller away and never do them again. These are things that you need to be doing regularly to maintain your postural control, especially if you are in a position where you're slumped over all day long or where you're working in an office where you're sitting for long periods of time. In fact, I've even had patients bring these foam rollers into the office and do them on their lunch break to help give them a break in the middle of the day and get their spine in a better position and improve their posture. This can help to decrease headaches, neck pain, shoulder stiffness, even the cloudiness in your head that comes from just sitting in the incorrect position for long periods of time. I'm also going to link my favorite foam roller in the comments below for you to use. I don't like foam rollers that are super hard and firm just because I feel like that doesn't feel great on my spine. Now, the one that's going to be in there is going to look a little different than the one I'm using today because it's a newer version, but don't worry, it's one that works really well without too much firmness, just enough firmness for your spine. All right, let's get to it. The 2 simple stretches that I need you to be doing every day to improve your posture, decrease headaches, decrease neck pain, decrease shoulder pain, and leave you feeling better at the end of the day. The first exercise is called thoracic extension over a foam roller. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a cuff with your fingers interlaced behind your neck. We want to make sure that the neck is nice and comfortable and it's just kind of going along for the ride. Start with the foam roller just below your shoulder blades to start with. So those are the bones that stick out in the back there. You're going to make sure that the foam roller is below the shoulder blades, and you're going to make sure that your low back is not moving while you're doing this exercise. So this should stay nice and still. The foam roller is going to be the stopping point of where we're going to move. You're collared up, and you're going to lift your elbows up, just going as far as you can until you feel a nice stretch. And then come back. It's almost kind of like a reverse crunch. So you're going to do 5 to 10, 15 reps if it feels good there. And then you're going to slide your bottom down a little bit so the foam roller moves up your back. And you're going to do a couple more. Again, I say 5 to 10 to 15 because for some people there's one spot that's really, really sticky and they need to do more. And for some spots it feels like it moves fine and you don't need to do very many. Again, roll down. So now I'm about mid shoulder blade with this one. I'm going to have one more roll that's available. You can see as I get up here, I have a little bit more motion. Everybody's different, so you just do what feels good for your body. Then you're going to roll down one more time. Now I'm right at the top of my shoulder blades, and the thing is, when I'm up here, I can't go really any further because the foam roller would pop out if I did. But I do have more motion up in here because this area is a little bit more flexible. But again, everybody's different, so just do the motion that feels good for your body. Now, the next one is my absolutely favorite exercise ever, and I definitely guarantee you that if I get to the clinic a little bit early, this is the exercise I'm doing every single day. So you're going to lay with the foam roller along your spine. Make sure that your head is on the foam roller because we don't want to put increased stress on that neck. That's not going to be any good. What you're going to do is start with your arms up towards the ceiling. The first one is going to be a T. So we're going to bring those arms straight out to the side. Now, it's really, really important that your arms are able to rest down on the floor. If you don't have enough motion to be able to rest your arms down the floor, I want you to use some towels or some pillows to build up the floor towards your hand. Because you see, when the hand is resting, then those muscles can really stretch instead of having to contract to hold those arms up. Now, as we do this, we just go through this motion, hold for just a second or two, and then come back up. So this is an active stretch, not a passive stretch. And once that one feels nice and easy, then you're going to move on to the next position, which is going to be a Y. So same idea, different motion, in that you're coming up here and then bringing your hands back towards the ceiling. Now, as you do this one, again, you want to make sure that when you touch down, your hands are on the floor, and you need to build up the floor with either pillows or towels if you're not able to achieve this motion. And the last one is an I. So we're going to go straight overhead with this one. Make sure our hands touch down, and then come all the way back up. This one can be really difficult for people initially, so if you're not able to achieve this motion, or if it's painful, stick with the T's and the Y's until this one feels better. With all of these, you're going to do 15 to 20 reps until you feel like those shoulder blades are moving a little bit better. All right, there it is, my two favorite exercises to help maintain your posture, maintain your spinal mobility, decrease neck and shoulder tension, and get you feeling refreshed, especially after a long day being bent over or working in the office or on schoolwork. Remember, I want you to try this exercise every single day because it's really important to make sure that you keep your spinal mobility. And hopefully that you'll notice that your motion improves over time. I'm going to link the foam roller that I really like below. Now, you can use any foam roller. If you already have one at home, feel free to use that. Just make sure that it's a 36-inch foam roller because you want to make sure that you have your head on the foam roller so you don't have any abnormal stress through your neck or your shoulders. If you have more questions about your neck pain, I'm going to encourage you to click the link below and download our free ebook to help deal with neck and shoulder pain.